So, hey guys, Chauzu here. Today I got my second team ever using V2 Mihawk against Kid Forest. If you're interested in the first team I did, which didn't use Roger and Whitebeard by the way, if you don't like the look of that, then I leave the link below in the description. But yeah, this team does use Rod and Whitebeard, and actually this uses 4 different subs than my first team with V2 Mihawk against Kid Forest. So I'm pretty happy with that, like just doing it once felt like an achievement, so being able to do it again with completely different units, it's a good feeling. The only the ones that are new since I made the last video that I couldn't use back then are the Kinemon and Roger Whitebeard. I'm pretty sure I had both the Koala and Kiku back then. But yeah, of course, having Roger will help a lot since we always have his swap to add extra damage. And you're going to see that I use Mihawk special from time to time because it just recharges pretty fast, so I get it back fairly frequently. And yeah, I just felt like using Mihawk, and of the hard content, I feel like this is the content where V2 Mihawk shines the most. And since I can now use double Limbrick Expand and Mihawk whenever I want to, it felt like an easy choice to have some more fun against Kid Forest. And this team actually took a while to get working. I had one big issue with burn, as you'll see in a bit, which gave me some HP troubles. And this stage was also annoying. I ended up finding this very good way of handling it. We're using the Kiku with the Treasure Map Recruit dog support to remove death up. I'm hitting with everybody here just to fish for some recovery orbs to just get some extra healing. But yeah, with Kiku, we can stall here 2 turns, take basically no damage thanks to her special, and remove the death up in the process. And we still have the dog support for later to get rid of the other death up that's in this content. So yeah, this Kiku ended up being basically perfect. And this content is built around Dex enemies as well, so having one more strength unit was just perfect. She was definitely a very big puzzle piece. I'll talk about the other units as they get more relevant. But yeah, we're ready to burst now, get some extra damage for next stage with the Mihawk special. And yeah, I found some new ways to handle this stage. First, for the first turn, we do have 2 Psi units, so they get int orbs. We can take out the guy with int orbs. Then we can make use of Roger Whitebeard's swap to get 2 strength orbs to take out the other guy. And then for the next stage, I want to use Kinemon special, and thanks to the pretty recent Kawamatsu support, we can remove most of his special bind. Optimally, I'd like to move on this turn, but as you see, Kinemon's CD is not ready, so I have to stall one more turn, and that's where the problem this run starts. And yeah, I would have liked to do a bit more damage this turn, but it is what it is. Because now the worst part of this run begins. We get 5 turns of burn, and this burn causes so much trouble. Burn is a bigger issue with chain captains than normal captains, because chain captains are built around hitting perfects to build up chain. So not being able to hit as many perfects really hinders the damage output. To make matters worse, I'm using Oro Jackson, and I really didn't want to skip that, because not using an easier perfect chip for the stage after Big Mom really sucks with the blindness, especially since you need to basically hit all perfects blind as well. So I just had to make do, and I've gotten better at hitting greats with easier perfect chips, but sometimes you will mess up. It is what it is. But this stage went perfectly at least. Just taking 8k damage is very good this stage. And yeah, this is where we make use of Koala. First I have to reset the game until Koala isn't binded. Koala's special removes bind and changes slot block orbs to matching. Perfect. She also has the ship bind potential ability, which will be useful later since there's ship bind in this content that is very annoying to deal with. And yeah, Mihawk for higher war boost, and we get a small attack boost from Whitebeard. We have 2 Psy units, we will rely on them to do most damage. And as you see, it's hard to avoid the perfects, but we can live with the damage we took. This is like within the acceptable boundary. And yeah, I would have liked to use a Mihawk special again. If I could rerun this, I'd make sure that I could use the Mihawk. Now the second turn becomes a bit more annoying, but it worked out. Marker support for some extra healing. And yeah, basically we're going to build up the chain for Kiku. Kiku is going to 1-hit KO page 1 when she hits the perfects and remove the death up. And then we 1-hit KO Hawkins with Kinemon. And now we have 2 turns to kill X-Drake. I prefer to kill in 1 turn, but yeah, I failed to do this because I don't have any buffs now. I would really like the Orb boost from Mihawk here. Like I could have used this Mihawk, but I wanted to save this special. And they actually nearly kill, but yeah, it ended up not mattering. I done a pretty good job avoiding burn damage. I had some leeway at this point. Next stage is the hard one for survivability, since we both get the spear and we have to stall a few turns without having full HP. Morley reduces the spear so we can get back the damage reduction from Mihawk quicker. I use Koala to get some more damage reduction, and this ensures that we can easily survive the 3 turns we need to stall. And yeah, this works out perfectly because once the damage reduction and threshold is gone from King, he will be having a Dex Orb barrier, and by abusing Roger Whitebeard swap, we are guaranteed to get a Dex Orb on 1 Mihawk. So we can break the barrier and we can get full damage after that. So yeah, sometimes things just work out good. I had to restart the game because I messed up with special order. It says King has an int barrier, but that's some bug with the restart. He has a Dex barrier, as you'll see, because I'll break the barrier with a Dex Orb. Just a weird graphical glitch due to me resetting the game. Use Mihawk, swap Roger for the attack boost, break the barrier with the Dex Orb, and just build up the chain for the strength units. And yeah, there's only 2 stages left. I actually got to the final stage once before this run, but I lacked just a bit of damage. So I changed the team up so I could fit the sword support on Mihawk to add some extra color affinity to get the missing damage. Use the second Mihawk here. Set up for final stage with the Orb boost. Use Kinemon because basically Kinemon and Koala does the same thing final stage, so might as well use one of them on this stage. I hit with Roger Whitebeard and Koala first because the enemy has Psy damage immunity, but we're still able to comfortably get the kill here. And we move on to the final stage. And the only special we have left is Koala, but she will handle the block orbs. She will get some extra damage in terms of chain boost. Chain boost is a very minimal extra damage for chain caps, but we take it. Orb boost from Mihawk, attack boost from Roger Whitebeard swap, color affinity from Sorrow. And yeah, damage is tight, but we do get the kill. And my second V2 Mihawk team against Kid Forest is complete. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.